Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank you to everybody that's still rocking with us as we progress throughout the night here in the mobile den of Brewers Cafe right here at 1125 Bainbridge Street. I was getting it wrong last time. I kept saying Bainbridge Avenue, and it took the proprietor back there, who I'm going to get on the mic here shortly, our brother A.J. Brewer. It took him until like 8:30, 9 o'clock before he corrected me. But it's all good. Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J, live from the mobile den, Brewers Cafe. Before we get to the coach, I want to get some love in to some more Legacy Internet Radio folks that just rolled up in here. Of course, you hear our sister join us whenever she has an opportunity to join us. She's hugging folks right now, but I picked on her a little bit in that last segment, and so she had to kind of give me a frog on the arm. She's so mean to me. But my sister Dee is up in this joint. Yeah, I made it up. You're supposed to roll with it.
Mic check. I'm on.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey!
I'm back!
You're back.
I wouldn't miss this. I wouldn't miss this one for the world.
What it do, yo?
Just working.
You working?
Working.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, it's good to see you back there. I'm sure that something will be said at some point before the end of the night that's going to make you want to grab that mic again and whatnot. You good? All right, who else we got back there? We got the Dating Pool Diva back there. What's up, Diva?
I'm trying to hide here.
What's up, Diva?
Hey, how you doing?
We heard you on the mic saying, I'm trying to hide here. What's going on, sis? How you doing?
Yeah, I was trying. I was unsuccessful.
Yes, you were.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm outstanding. It's good to see you over there.
Good
and
to
whatnot.
be here.
Glad to have you back in your home in the mobile den of Legacy Internet Radio. Of course, our sister who joins us here on her show on Wednesday nights, Joy and Body Radio.
Hello.
Our sister Ashley Joy is up in here. What's up, Ash?
How you doing? How's everybody doing tonight?
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Glad to be here.
You good? I see him over there in the corner. If it wasn't for this man right here,
hey, don't even start.
If it wasn't for this man right here, it wouldn't be none of this. Our brother and our spiritual leader, Mr. J. Kizzy. What's up, man?
Namaste. I can't do my fingers. What's up, Marcus J? Hey, first of all, shout out to Marcus J, Legacy Internet Radio, Brewers Cafe. What's this tea called again? I recommend y'all come get this. This is the bomb diggity right here.
That's what it is.
Yeah, appreciate it. What's up, Marcus J? Glad to be here, bro.
Glad to have you back in your home, brother. It's good to see you, man. Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J, live from the mobile den, Legacy Internet Radio. All right, let's get to the featured person in this segment. This brother, man, first time I met him, he had this presence about him, this presence, of brotherhood. He had a calm leadership about him, and I had an opportunity to meet him, ironically, in the Den of Legacy Internet Radio. Was the first time we met. Yeah. He was being interviewed on one of our other shows. It was at the dawn of the Capital City Reapers, which we're going to talk about. So I am happy and honored to bring to you guys on Legacy Internet Radio here at Brewers Cafe our brother Coach Reggie Shipp.
What's up, Marcus J?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, this all love, baby. I love being back home. This is where it all got started.
This is where it started. And so
yes, sir.
I'm going to get you in, but these people, they want to talk to you, man. So we getting the caller. So caller, you on the live line of Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J, live from the mobile den. Caller, what's your name? What you want to get in on?
I'm Coach Martin from DC Explosion.
What's going on, Coach? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Just calling in, man, to say what's up to Shipp, man, and say we're proud of him about the job he's doing down in Richmond with the Reapers.
Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing, brother?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Hey, man, me and this brother had some nice battles back in our playing days before we became coaches that got the gray hairs on our beards. So I greatly appreciate Mark calling in and giving me the support today.
Yeah, man. Oh, no doubt, man. We were fierce competitors, man. We always behind you up here, man, so I just want to call in and let you know, man. You're doing a great job down there.
We appreciate you, Coach. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead, brother.
Just let him know. Just tell him, man, that don't forget he's always going to be a Redskin fan. He's not a Cowboy fan.
Whoa. Hold up. I'll never be a Redskin fan. That word is taboo in my house.
That's just
hold on.
Hey,
hold your tongue.
You were born a Redskin fan, but you
hold your tongue. You might have to take it back to the field box. Stop playing.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, Mark.
Thank you for calling in, Coach.
All right.
You got it, buddy. Peace.
All right.
All right. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. All right, Coach. Let's take it back to the beginning, brother. You as a young blood, football is a part of the DNA of Coach Reggie. Talk to us about Reggie before he was Coach Reggie. Tell us about the young dude growing up here in the capital city.
Oh, man. Woof. I got to go way back, like 40, 30-some odd years back.
I go a little further than that.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. Just because we know each other. Whoa.
Who are you?
Tighten up. But no, I started out playing football when I was 6 years old. My first ever time touching the football was J.L. Francis Elementary School, recreation.
Rec football league.
Rec football. I got brought into J.L. Francis Rec League by Ellery Lundy with the Broken Men's Foundation. He brought me in, and the first time I got hit, I cried.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
you 6. I mean, you was 6.
Yeah, but it kind of hurt because I was getting hit by 13-year-olds.
Yeah. What you? Hold up. Wait. What you doing out there with 13-year-olds, man?
Because I was fast.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't catch me.
Okay.
I was quick.
I can dig it.
Until I got hit.
Did you have it in your blood that early, or were you just out there? Because some kids are just out there.
I had it in my blood. It was in my DNA. I have to say that the Shipp bloodline runs deep in athletics, from the NFL to basketball, and also track.
And you know how stepping with Marcus J. live from the den, the mobile den, Brewers Cafe. Caller, you on the live line. Caller, what's your name? What you want to get in on?
My name is Tunde Ogun. I'm the defensive captain for the Cap City Reapers, and I'm just calling to support my coach, Coach Shipp.
What's going?
Co-sign everything he's saying is positive.
Yeah, what's going on, young man?
What's
Not
up, Tunde?
boss.
Wow. You know what? I need to have a conversation with you offline because I think I remember you from when you was a young man. So we're going to have a conversation one day real soon, young man. How you doing, man? I don't know if you remember me, but I know exactly who you are.
Uh-oh, hopefully it's for something good.
I'll just say this. Crestview Elementary School.
No.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We go way back.
Yes, we do. So we're going to have a conversation, man. I got a hug to give to you when I see you, man. Your coach is here. Anything you want to say to him?
What's going on, Coach?
Hey, man, dark side, man. Dark
You
side.
already know. All day.
Be ready
All
for
day.
hell tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, we got hell tomorrow?
We got hell tomorrow.
That means I got stress tonight.
Hey, man, this young man right here, I greatly appreciate this young man because of his leadership and the guidance that he's bringing in, not only for himself and his ambition for himself, but the young players that are behind him.
Right.
He's come in and become just an instant leader right off the bat, so I can appreciate an athlete like that. Tunde is, just to speak about him, he's been overseas playing ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to come down to the AFL or arena developmental level, indoor developmental level, is huge for him because he's actually taking a step back in order to move back up. So I can greatly appreciate what he's doing and his ambition and his drive.
We're hearing good things about you. We're hearing good things about you, brother.
Coach.
Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in. And I'm going to be out there at them games, man. I'm going to get an opportunity to build with you. It's been a long time, man. I'm glad to hear your voice, man.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I'll get my information from Coach Shipp, and we'll link up. So.
You got it, brother. Take it easy. Peace. All right. Ain't no how stepping with Marcus J. We're still talking to the coach. So now coach is 6 years old. He just got hit for the first time.
Just got hit for the first time. But like you said, it was in me. It was something that was just in me to not quit and to keep going. Hey, the lines are buzzing.
Yeah, they loving you, brother. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the mobile den at Brewers Cafe. Caller, you on the live line. What's your name? What you want to get in on?
DeMoss Moore. I want to get in on. I'm playing for him this year. My second year back with him.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, DeMoss?
What you want to get on, brother? What you want to say to the coach?
I just want to say thank you for another year, another opportunity to play for you. I'm excited for the season. And, you know what I'm saying, hell can't beat an Army strong soldier. That's it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Did he take it there?
You know better.
Guess you heard that, Coach.
You know, hey, D-Moss.
What you going to do about that, Coach?
You know when you come to hell, I'm the devil, right?
Hey, Coach.
So stop playing with me. Don't do it.
Army strong, baby. Army strong.
Not on live broadcast, you not.
Ooh, boy. I think you're going to pay for that, brother.
Reaper Nation, all day.
You got it. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Mobile Den at Brewers Cafe. All right, I'm going to shut the phone down just for a little while because I want to actually talk to you.
Okay.
Shout out to my brother, comedian Tim Man, who's checking us out right now on Facebook Live. Peace to you. All right, so you're 6 years old. You got athletics in your blood and whatnot. Talk to us about the neighborhood that you came from and why football was important for you.
Man, I grew up between Jackson Ward projects here in Richmond, South Side off of Broad Rock, and Southeast D.C. Okay. Excuse my French, that's a hell of a combination to grow up in.
Yeah.
And from my neighborhoods, it was never easy. I was always the little man on the block. So it was always something to prove. You know how you watch those cartoons, there's always the little dog that's doing the chirping?
Yep.
I was that little dog, but I had that fight in me as well.
Right.
So it was instilled in me from the beginning.
Right.
You know, my mother, you know, she was there part-time. My pops was there part-time. But we have a relationship now that's all good.
Right.
But the drive and hunger and fire that I had drove my football career.
Right.
It drove me to where I'm at right now.
Right.
So, you know, it wasn't easy, but hey, football made life easy for me.
Right. Talk to us about, you talked about how you started when you was 6 years old. When it's really starting to get serious for you, you're like, all right, this might be something. I'm guessing you probably a teen, preteen, around about this time.
At 13, I was all everything.
Okay.
Not to toot my old horn, but I was all everything.
Okay.
Football was second nature to me because unlike most athletes, I studied the game. I became a student of the game. I sat in with my coaches every chance I had an opportunity to learn from them, the game planning, the strategies. I learned to think like them while I was on the field, so they didn't have to call it. I called it for them.
Right.
So with the ease of the game and with the struggles of life, I was hungry and determined to be great.
Well, I'm glad you said it like that because I was getting ready because the whole point of the reason why I want to talk to you this way is because I want to map out the parallels between the game of life and the game of football and how both of them prepared you to be the man that you are to eventually do the Capital City Reapers.
Yes, sir.
And so you talked about how you were a coach on the field as a teenager, basically. I don't have to ask, but I'm going to ask for the purposes of the discussion. What position did you play?
I played everything. I was a running back, wide receiver, quarterback, and defensive back, and ran kick returns. I could play it on the line. If I was fat enough, I could play offensive line if I wanted to. But no, I played.
I thought you said D.C. That was Baltimore just now.
But no, I played pretty much everything on the field. Any skill position, I was always the fastest cat on the field. I was always the hungriest on the field. So it was second nature to do it all.
So now we're in high school, and it's time for you to start thinking about what you're getting ready to do with your life. And you want to try the best you can to have football be a part of it. Talk to us about that thought process and what you ended up doing next.
Well, when I went to high school, I went to Huguenot for a year. Then I transferred to Dunbar High School in D.C. I went back to the hood. And from my coaches at Dunbar, Coach Nunn, he was a type of coach that I latched on to because he forced you to be great.
Right.
If you didn't succumb to his rule, then you got stepped on. You weren't that guy that was going to make it.
Right.
And he taught me about an entrepreneurial mindset. And I started working in Georgetown. That was my first ever job. I started working in Georgetown. So I started thinking from a business perspective of what I'm going to do with life if I don't go to college.
Okay.
But because I had scholarship offers, it was, okay, now once I go to college, I want to go ahead and pursue business.
Okay.
So with football, it was a means to an end for me. And, hell, it got me to where I was at.
So you already as a high schooler, you already thinking about what you're going to do with your life as a high schooler, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why is that important? Because we got a couple of high schoolers in the room. So, on Facebook Live, you see me kind of looking at one in particular. But we got high schoolers in the room. So it's important for them to hear an entrepreneur like yourself tell them about what it was like for you when you were that age, because you had a skill that you was dope at. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what that skill is. Some folks it's football, some folks it's other stuff. But you had a skill that you was dope at.
Yep.
But you also had the wherewithal as a teenager to know, this might not work out for me. I might not even be able to go to college, but whatever I do, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be able to eat when I'm in my 40s.
Yeah. I mean, because let's be real, Marcus. I grew up poor. And I wanted to get out of my situation and surpass my circumstances. So in order to do that, I knew I had to make money. If I didn't make money the right way, I'd have been dead, locked up, shot up, something that wasn't productive. And so that's what forced me to be with the mindset of, okay, I got to do this to feed myself. I didn't have kids then. I wasn't about that life.
Right, not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
was focused on getting money to get out of my situation as well as pursuing my education. I was a scholar athlete as well, so let's be clear on that point. My books was very important to me. A's and B's was what I made in school. I think I maybe had 2 F's, and once I made those 2 F's, I said, you know what, never again in life, because I would never become a failure.
Right. So now you've made the decision on the next step. Talk to us about the 20-year-old Shipp.
20-year-old Shipp was arrogant as all outdoors because I was the man coming out of high school. And when I went into college life, it was a heck of a transition for me because I went from all black neighborhoods to melting pot, predominantly white University of Michigan.
That's a shock, ain't it?
Oh, it was a culture shock. Only thing that got me over was I was working in Georgetown, so I saw. No offense to my fans and people that I got on Facebook, I had an opportunity to deal with a lot of white folks.
Yeah.
So it helped me deal with them once I went to school.
Right. No, I've always been clear, and I've taken some heat for saying this, but I mean the reality is my experience is white folks are the default. And so white folks can go their whole life without having to deal with nobody but white folk. But black folk don't have that option or that luxury. So
true.
If you made it to 20, I'm shocked that you made it to 20, didn't have to deal with them on a regular level. Not deal with them in a negative sense, but just deal with them to know how. Because there's differences in how we navigate and how we do our businesses and things of that sort. For those folks who try to act like there ain't no differences, yeah, there are differences.
Yeah.
Those differences don't have to be negative. They don't have to be bad. They're differences. And so you mentioned it was a culture shock for you. So talk to us about the college years.
Man, my first 2 years of college, I'll say this, it was a blur. Going to class and having to become a student athlete with the amount of classes that I was taking. I wanted to graduate as a junior. So I was taking double classes more than I should, plus trying to be an athlete at the same time.
You taking double classes and playing football?
And playing football.
What are you, some kind of Superman?
No, man, I was hungry.
Yeah.
I was hungry. I wanted to get mine earlier so I can get on about my business.
Right.
Because at that point, I'll say this, as a freshman in high school, it started to dawn on me that me being the man in high school, me being a man as a young buck, wasn't me being the man as a college athlete, because it was so many athletes just like me,
right,
with certain circumstances just like me,
right,
that was a little bit bigger, faster, and stronger than me.
Right.
So my road would have been just a little bit harder. I mean, I had to sit behind Ricky Powers and Ty Wheatley and all them guys at the University of Michigan. So it was rough. Going from the man, I had to get a reality check. So after my sophomore year, I said, you know what, I'll forego my scholarship. I was on the dean's list anyway, so I got an academic scholarship to pursue my academics.
Wow. You did a lot, man.
Yeah.
You did a lot. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. live from the Mobile Den of Brewers Cafe, 1125 Bainbridge Street here in Richmond, Virginia. Get some love in from our family on Facebook Live. Our sister Maisha is checking us out from Salt Lake City, saying peace to us. Our sister Michelle K. here in the Tidewater area saying peace to us. Our brother Tavon from I Got Something to Say on Saturday afternoons right here on Legacy Internet Radio. He's trying to be here, but he is taking care of the fam tonight, so we appreciate them checking us out. and checking in with us. Ain't no half step on Marcus J. 804-402-2893 is the number to dial. I'm going to reopen the phone lines here shortly. All right, so Shipp, now you're done with college. What happens next?
Well, I got an opportunity to go down to Dallas. I moved to Dallas, and I went in as a free agent, worked out for the Cowboys. It didn't kind of work out. I got an opportunity to be in camp with them for a little bit, but numbers and statistics of being a top-tier athlete, I wasn't that guy. So I got cut, released, whatever you want to call it, and I continued to play, but I played on the developmental level in Dallas for a team called the Dallas Rattlers. And I played for them for a couple of years. Then I ended up going overseas to play ball. I played ball in Spain for a little bit. Then I came back to Richmond, played with the Virginia Hornets right here in the city of Richmond, a semi-pro team when they first got started in 1997. Had a lengthy career with them from 97 to 03.
Wow. Okay.
And
so you was home. You got to play at home.
Yeah, I had to play at home. I'll be honest, it was a very humbling experience.
To play at home?
To play at home.
Why? Tell me why.
I'll tell you why, because I knew that the drive that I had and the hunger that I had was better than the circumstances in which I was given.
Okay. I got you.
So, I got an opportunity to play with a lot of great talent from here in the city of Richmond. One of my brothers are checking in, Mr. Damon Howie. He's checking in, and, it was an experience because at that time, I ain't had no money.
Right.
I ain't had no car. I was working at the Morrison's Cafe on West Broad, right there where the Sheets is right now on West Broad. I used to walk to practice from Morrison's Cafe over to Westover.
Wow. Okay.
That's how hungry I was.
That's a hike.
Yeah. Twice a week.
Walk. Tell everybody how far that is. Just give them something.
That's far.
How far? Far.
That's like from Virginia Center. That's like from Virginia Center Commons to downtown Richmond.
So for those folks, if you look at those folks outside of Richmond, you talking about a 10-mile walk at least. Is that about right? About 10 miles?
No, that's longer than that, brother.
15.
Yeah,
that's about 15, 18
That's
miles.
longer than that.
Yeah. It's
you can't get
far.
the highway.
No, you can't hit the highway. You walk on the highway, you gonna get a ticket.
Yeah, like you said.
Right.
Like you said, it's far. All right, so let's back up a little bit. You had an opportunity to play football in Dallas. You were in Dallas camp. If you're talking about the mid-'90s, so you were in Dallas camp during. I guess some of the
94.
So
95,
those are the championship years for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And so it's a big deal for you. I'm guessing ego wise to be in camp. I'm guessing maybe they're champions.
Not really.
Not really.
Not really. And I say not really because for me, my ego would have got me there and kept me there.
Okay.
Because it's something just to be there. But I wasn't satisfied with just being there.
Right.
I wanted to stay.
Right.
And that's why I tell a lot of athletes, it's okay to get there. Your character and your work ethics keep you there.
Right.
Sometimes the numbers aren't right and you get cut, but hey, it is what it is. You keep it moving.
It's funny. I remember the EuroLeague because I remember they used to play, I think, in the summer. Mm-hmm. We used to watch the EuroLeague, and it was a lot of NFL players who just weren't able to play in the National Football League here at home. Were you part of that crew, or was it just a different league that you were in when you were in Spain?
I went over there initially with the Barcelona Dragons.
Okay.
Then the EuroLeague fell apart, and Barcelona kept the team.
Okay.
So I stayed over there and played for 2 years, even though I would fly back and forth home and what have you during the off season. But I was over there for 2 years. It was a great experience just to travel abroad because you think about it, a kid coming out of, let's say, Jackson Ward, South Side, and Southeast D.C., I only read about them places in books.
Right.
And saw them on National Geographics. So to be there, it was a great experience.
Right.
It was a great experience. A culture shock again, but It was a great experience.
Right. For those folks in Jersey City, you in Jersey City and Newark, if you want to know what neighborhoods he talking about, he talking about the Hill in Jersey City and Prince Street in Newark is basically what he talk about. So so I had to translate that for my Jersey peoples.
Okay.
Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. All right, so you came home. Let's kind of get in a DeLorean and start a little bit, come a little bit to the future, closer to where we are now. Tell us about the beginning of coachship. Tell us about when coachship became, who you are as opposed to playership.
Well, I started out initially coaching down in Orlando, Florida. I was always a player coach. So it was an easy transition to go from actually playing to coaching for me because I knew it already. So I coached down in Florida with a team called the Florida Crusaders because I initially went to Florida in 2008 on a contract for the Orlando Predators. That didn't work out, but hey, it is what it is. I got an opportunity to coach the Florida Crusaders in 2009.
Okay.
Left 2009, came back to Virginia in 2010, and I've been coaching ever since. And, some success, some failures, but that's a part of coaching. That's a part of life. You hit the bumps in the road, but you keep moving.
Who'd you coach for?
I coached with a team called the Virginia Cowboys, a team called the Central Virginia Saints, which were the original Saints that played at Hovey Field in the Patti LaBelle League.
Okay. So
I had Patty come here and sing the national anthem with Henrico Band and Highland Springs Band.
For those folks who are wondering, what's Hovey Field? That's where my alma mater, Virginia Union University, plays their football games right there on Lombardi Street here in the capital city. So now we get to the fun part.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the Capital City Reapers.
Yes, indeed.
Because every time I say it, I grin like it's mine. Because I'm just so happy and so proud of you and just so glad to be acquainted with you and be friends with you now and to be a part of that. And so let's talk about it. The day that you said, I'm going to start my own joint, what was that like? Did you wake up one day, or was it a process that took you to getting there?
It was a process that took me to getting there. It was a lot of my life. I did things off of I'm going to prove you wrong. I did a lot of that,
right.
And it was a situation where as I was looking at the landscape here in Richmond. At this point, the Richmond Raiders had decided to shut down operations, which was the pro team playing at the Coliseum.
What year are we talking now?
We're talking last year.
Okay, so we're talking
2015. 2016, sorry. 2016.
Okay.
Richmond Raiders weren't here, and I was the head coach of another developmental team called the River City Thunder.
Okay.
Took those young men, all rookies, to a conference championship in a league called the MIFL. We call it the MIF. And
too easy, man.
Yeah, I know that's Joe. But no, we
easy.
took those young men, a lot of great talent, to the conference championship, and we fell short by 3 points of going to the championship game. At that point, I was a little frustrated with some things, and I said that, you know what, I'm done with football. I wanted to retire, but after speaking to all of the young men that were a part of my roster, they said, Coach, you can't walk away.
Right. No, you can't.
We love you too much. You still have a lot to give. We need you, and think about us. So I had to put self to the side, and I said, you know what? I had a conversation with a young man by the name of Sean Lloyd. He's with Diamond Resort International. He's one of our sponsors, actually. And we sat down. We talked about this idea probably for about a good 2 weeks. You know, Sean's, if you don't mind me saying this, his mom passed away, and it took him away from this whole complete idea.
Right.
So I took the bull by the horns. I said, you know what? I'm like Diddy, can't stop, won't stop, and this is going to come to fruition.
Right.
Took the Capital City Reapers from an idea on a piece of paper to where we are right now. And it was all about the young men that I coached. It wasn't about me. It was about the young men that I coached.
Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that thought process. Because a lot of times it's just not about you. It's not about us. You know, when you get inspired to actually do something, it's more about the mission or the ministry, whatever word you choose to use. It's about that.
Right.
As long as that word ain't me. You know what I mean? It's not about me. It's not about you. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the mobile den of Brewers Cafe right here in the capital city, Richmond, Virginia. 1125 Bainbridge Street is where we are. We're going to be here for a while. Come on down and hang out with us. Come get a sandwich. The proprietor is here. AJ Brewer is back there working. I'm going to take him, put him on break here in the next segment. So we're going to talk to him a little bit. But we're here. We're going to be here. We got micro brews. We got coffee, we got tea, we got sandwiches. I see people in here eating, getting their palate all dirty. So I appreciate that. So back to you, Coach. About 2 weeks ago this Thursday, you had a press conference.
Yes.
And when that press conference came, I saw a side of you that I had never seen before. And
Really?
I said, this man is on a mission. It was a charisma that came out that I just, we had met a few times, but I hadn't seen that.
Right.
And so I was like, word, this is real. This is real.
Yes, sir.
This is going to happen. And so I was excited for you and for the city of Richmond. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But the league, I want to talk about the league that you're in.
Okay.
And how the Reapers fit into that league. And then we're going to come back and talk more about the Reapers. But let's get the league first.
Okay. The league is called the Mid-Atlantic Indoor Football League. It's comprised of 6 teams from Richmond as the furthest southern team all the way to Lancaster, PA.
Okay.
So it's comprised of all of these teams, and the owners had the same mindset of giving young men an opportunity to better themselves and continue their careers and pursue their dreams. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. When these young men go from the outdoor game, as I call them, outdoor All-Americans, to the indoor game, they become mediocre. And it's not a slight to their talent, but it's because of the lack of information that they have or knowledge that they have about the indoor game from a technical standpoint, from a performance standpoint, from a terminology standpoint, and an overall gameplay standpoint. So that's why all of these teams came together to get this thing rolling as of last year.
Okay. So is this the inaugural season, or did they play a season before the Reapers?
This is actually the inaugural season for the entire league.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to hit the field running, like, for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the Reapers. First question I got to ask you, how'd you come up with the name?
Wow. I wanted something that was going to give shock value. I'm a shock value guy. I wanted something that's going to stick in people's minds. And when you say Reapers, it gives you that sense of intensity. It leads you to think about destruction. So once we hit that field, we're looking to destroy everything we come in contact with.
I'm going to give the folks just a little taste of what your theme song is. So I'm going to pod down the mics for just a second. But when I heard this, I bugged out. Take a listen to the coach's theme music. Coach.
Yeah.
Coach.
Oof.
You did that.
Oof.
You did that. Like, for real, when I was in there and I heard that, I don't know, even if you don't know who that is, for those folks who don't know, there's some folks listening, like, what is that? And why is it cool? You think it's cool? For those people who don't know why that's cool, professional wrestler, WWE champion, future Hall of Famer, The Undertaker. That's The Undertaker, y'all. Yeah. And for those of us who are WWE fans, you hear that first one, boom. And then you hear the second one, boom. Boy, you lose your mind when you hear that, man.
It's about to go down.
Oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. And so I didn't see it coming. Nobody in the room saw it coming.
Nope.
And so that was such a dope thing that you did at the press conference because you got everybody's attention. And that's when you introduced the uniforms, and then the team came out, and it was a pow moment. It was powerful. So talk to us about the press conference. How did you feel that day? Because I saw you when it was over, and you had this look of exhale on your face.
It was, for me, it was a build-up to that moment. I had been a part of a lot of press conferences, but never as the main guy.
Right.
Never as that dude. As the young folks said, I wasn't that dude. But this time, I was that guy.
Right.
So I had butterflies all in my stomach. I'll be honest. It was like, for me, I was shook for the first time in a lifetime. I was shook. But I knew once I got the mic in my hand, the lights had to come on. It was just like being on the football field for me.
Right, right.
It became easy.
It was easy because you got to sell your vision. You got to tell the city of Richmond, and the press was there, CBS, NBC, Fox, ABC, everybody was there. Legacy Internet Radio was there. We were all there.
Indeed.
And you got to sell your vision. So the season's coming up. Tell us about the season. Tell us about the games, how you can be a part of that.
Well, the season is starting on March 18th, so I'm expecting everyone under the sound of my voice. You need to be at 2300 Oak Lake Boulevard, Midlothian, Virginia, 23112 at XL Sports World. If you're not in the building on that day, all you're going to do is hear about it, see it on live on Facebook, and you're going to be in shock at the spectacle that's going to transpire on that day. Absolutely. Just to give you a little bit, we coming out to the smoke. And I got us an Undertaker.
Oh, man, do you? Boy, if you get the real Undertaker, I'm going to tell you something. My
pockets ain't that deep.
Yeah, I ain't responsible for my behavior if I look up and I see that dude walking, like, for real.
But, yeah, the first game of the season, March 18th at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Tickets are on sale now. You can get your tickets at www.capcityreapers.com. $10 a ticket, $5 kids 13 and under.
Right.
So it's fun, family-friendly entertainment.
Why does Richmond need to support this?
Because we're here for the city. A lot of these young men that are playing on our roster are from our neighborhoods in our city. We're former standouts here in our city that lost sight of their dreams and their vision to continue to play in their sports that they love. So to take these young men from where they were or where they were prior to the Reapers organization to having them turned into a fine-tuned, well-oiled machine and continue to pursue their dreams and also giving back to the community at the same time with a sense of purpose, that's why the city needs to support us, because we're going to support our city. In the midst of supporting our city, we have 3 schools that we are a part of and we're adopting. Jeb Stewart Elementary School over in the north side, Henderson Middle School in the north side, and last but not least, John Marshall High School. We've adopted all 3 of these schools for our 2017 season, where we're going to be mentoring these young men and women of these schools, as well as our Dark Angels dance team. Yes, we do, fellas. We do have a dance team, so you will be entertained.
Well, yeah, that.
For non-married folks,
Yeah, then there's that, you know. So, but I love the fact that the players are from our town.
Yes.
I would guess most of them. I don't know if all of them, but most of them, I would guess, are.
Most of our players are from right here in the city of Richmond. We have guys that travel as far as the 757. We got some guys that travel from out of Roanoke, Northern Virginia, just to be a part of this organization. And I'm excited about that, because that means that they're trusting me with their careers and their futures, right, and being able to help mold them not only as athletes but as men. Because it's not just about the football aspect, as you heard me tell the press at the press conference. If you're here for the football aspect of it, you're in the wrong place. Pack your cameras up and go home.
Right.
This is not for you.
Tell us more about the non-football aspect, because that's the piece. You know, I guess we had to go through the bio to be able to really grasp why you coach and why the Capital City Reapers are so important. And so tell us in depth, a little bit more in depth, why you would say, if you only here for the football, pack it up. I got an idea where you're going, but tell the listeners and the crew here at Brewers Cafe at 1125 Bainbridge Street, the mobile den of Legacy Internet Radio, why that's important to you.
It's very important to me because it was instilled in me from a young man. Our city is going through a phase whereas back in our day, when Joe and I came up here in this city, Richmond was the murder capital of the world. And we're slowly creeping back to that. So what I want to do with the Capital City Reapers is have us be that beacon of light in this community, be those role models in the community, have our youth look up to men in our community, because our mothers have been raising our kids for way too long without us men standing up. And I say us because I play a role in that too, because I'm a man. So why not put these young men in position to be something of purity and giving back in true essence to our city? That's why we're here. It's about the city.
Right.
Our city is crying for direction. Our city is crying for help. And nobody's helping. There's too many people doing a whole lot of talking and not enough people putting in an action behind the talk.
Right.
And that's why we're here.
Right. Well, I mean, setting an example.
It got to be an example set because there's too many people, like I said, talking. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. So put up or shut up.
Yeah, see, now you're talking. You're talking the kind of language that I think we need more of. And the fact that we're dealing with a football team is something that I think everybody can relate to.
Of course.
The fellas obviously can relate to that. There are more and more ladies as we progress, as we get older, you'll find that more and more ladies are into football.
Oh, we have a women's football team right here in the city of Richmond. Shout out to Richmond Black Widows. They play over at Virginia Union during the summer.
Yeah, we got some applause for that, yeah. And that's I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
So now I got a new league I need to go check out. What's their season? When do they play?
They play during the summer.
All right, so they start right when you guys finish, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to go and check them out and support them. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the mobile den of Brewers Cafe, 1125 Bainbridge Street, right here in the capital city of Richmond, Virginia. All right, Coach, we're going to wrap up this piece, and obviously you're going to hang out here with us tonight, and I'm sure there'll be more discussion. I got a sneaky suspicion when we walk into the Champipple room later on, we may have some of these things, and at that point of the show, we'll open it up to the whole crew here at Brewers Cafe. So, Legacy Internet Radio alum, as well as invited and special guests who walked in today will have an opportunity, if they choose to, join into the discussion. Any final words about the Reapers, Coach, before we move on to the rest of the show?
Of course. Make sure that you all, Richmond. Make sure that you support the Capital City Reapers. I'm looking at my phone right now because I got a lot of folks sitting on my live feed. Make sure you support the Capital City Reapers. We are legit. We are for real. We are your team for this city. I don't care how many teams come in this city. None of these teams have ever given back to the city. They've only taken away from our city. Support us because we're going to be here to support you. Giving back is what we do. If you have a program that you want us to be involved in, call us. If you have a event that you want us to appear at, call us. You can reach us at ccreapers@gmail.com. You can call my phone, 804-252-3345, or you can reach us at www.capcityreapers.com. Make sure you get the apparel. It's all listed on there. We got a store with a flag, with our replica jerseys. You can get it. Game balls, T-shirts, you name it, we got it.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the mobile den of Legacy Internet Radio here at Brewers Cafe, 1125 Bainbridge Street. We got a question here from Big Bro Joe. You got a question?
Yeah, I got a quick question.
What you got, bro?
I'm going to go back to Reggie. Yo, first of all, good job, bro.
Thank you,
Damn
bro.
good job.
Thank you.
We appreciate that here in the city. I know everybody's sitting around the room looking, and they saying the same thing. Good job. Now, for me, when I heard the Undertaker, I got goosebumps all over again, and
indeed,
I need my jersey. I'm a big boy still, So, do you have all the sizes for the ladies and the men? And
yes, we do.
So we can represent when we go out in the public and show. About
Man,
the Cap City
we go
Reapers.
from extra small to however big you need it.
He got us covered.
What size is that?
Hey.
They call that sheet.
Blanket. Yeah.
Word up. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Anybody else? Come on over here. Introduce yourself, brother, before you take this one right here. Hold on a second. Yeah, take that one right there. Introduce yourself first and then talk to the coach.
Hey, good afternoon, Legacy Internet Radio. It's Coach Mears. I'm usually on Twa After Dark by appearance only with Marcus J. Live in the Den and W. Balls. But Coach Shipp and I go way back to coaching on the field. And coming from the high school level, representing some of the high school coaches around here and saying how important it is to see Coach Shipp. And one of the things that people may not know about Coach Shipp is he is a fierce competitor. So everything that he is telling you right now is actual, factual. I've stood across the sidelines from this man. Yeah. I think we're tied, record-wise.
No, I got you.
Oh, come on, Coach. Give me one, Coach.
I got you by one.
You got me by one. All right, I got you
by
that.
one.
But Coach Shipp does exactly what he says he's going to do to every high school student around here. Coach Shipp helps everybody. He's never turned away anybody. He's always had his players represented at every event. Their players are always professional. As a high school coach, I've been around this area for 14 years coaching at various high schools. Coach Shipp has always, good, bad, or indifferent, been there for the high schools. He's always lent a helping hand. He's always had some sort of mentorship program with his athletes. He stands by his city. So what you're hearing is not fabrication. It is all actual factuals. This man is a man of integrity, and while all other teams come and go, Coach Shipp remains steadfast and immovable in the city, and we applaud you, sir.
Hey, thank you, brother. I greatly appreciate that, man. You know, I'm humbled by your words, Coach Mears, because, you know, a lot of people would see me from an external standpoint and not understand the man that's on the inside of me. You know, I may appear arrogant and all of that good stuff, but when it comes to my heart, I would do for any and everybody. It doesn't matter where you come from, race, color, creed, ethnicity. It doesn't matter to me. It's about being able to be that vessel to give back to somebody that's in need. That's what it's all about for me.
All right, I can dig it. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Mobile Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk to the proprietor of Brewers Cafe, our brother and Legacy Internet Radio alumni, AJ Brewer, is going to join the show. He's going to talk to us about Brewers Cafe and what inspired him to start his own business. It's an outstanding story. We look forward to bringing it to you. Marcus J. and the crew and you, we will be back in a few.
Is my mic on? Oh, okay. Legacy Internet Radio. It's your girl, the First Lady, comedianess, Lissa P. Ow, ow! Make sure you're tuned in to the #1 internet radio station around, Legacy Internet Radio. Be sure to check out our website at www.legacyinternetradio.com, or you can download the free TuneIn app. Go to the search, type in Legacy Internet Radio, and there you'll have us. Legacy Internet Radio, where independence is the key to building your legacy. Ow, ow!
Tired of wearing that same old raggedy t-shirt to group events, civic, and work situations? Then why don't you check out our folks, Live Action Captions. They offer t-shirt services here in the Richmond and Tri-City area, offering multicolored, direct-to-garment printing at an affordable price. Guess what? No charge for changing colors for a design either. Pick and choose whatever you want out of the rainbow. No minimums at all. Discounts at 25 or more. If you'd like to rock one of these hot shirts that we here at Legacy Internet Radio do, then you can get with Live Action Captions at 804-640-7180. Again, that's 804-640-7180. And for all the folks who don't like to use the telly, we got it on the internet at live-action-captions at comcast.net. Again, live-action-captions at comcast.net, and at that same title on Facebook and Instagram. No need to worry about it shrinking. We got you covered. Live Action Captions.